I find it hard pressed to believe it myself, but it's been over 5 years since I've last done a game setup and room tour vlog. So I wanted to create a bit of an update to that. I'm going to show you guys my basic room and game setup here, I guess, at least for some of the consoles. And, where I'm editing most of my content and whatnot. Not much has really changed since the last video I did in 2019. The layout looks a bit different, I guess, but a lot of the stuff has kind of stayed the same, to be quite honest. So I'll show you guys the basic setup. I'll try to go into detail about the model numbers and different equipment and stuff like that that you'll see in this video. And so it's just going to kind of be a small, bite-sized, non-extravagant vlog. I'm not sitting here with, millions of dollars in a basement and got everything just kind of etched out. It's very small and just compact, I guess. So it's nothing extravagant, but I figured it might be interesting to a few of you who have followed my content for a long time and at least enjoy these style of videos. So I thought about how I wanted to do this video, and what I just decided on was just layering over commentary of pre-recorded stuff in the room. So it's going to be a bit, concise, and I'm going to keep it kind of, straight to the point here. But if you guys have any questions, just feel free to leave them in the comments, and I guess I'll get back to you there. So here we go. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get on with it. So walking in the entryway to the room here, you see some artwork on the sides of the walls. I'll show that off later in this video. But the first thing you actually see is my bed. This is where I sleep most nights, and it is a queen size bed, which many of you have seen in my previous room tours and vlogs. And it's just overall very comfortable. Next to that is my nightstand. I have a bulb in my lamp here that changes between various different colors and just adds some nice ambience and soft lighting to the room. Next to that, I have a Google Home Mini, which doubles as an alarm clock for me, and my wireless earphones, my wallet, as well as a coaster for drinks. The coaster is from the Yakuza 6 Collector's Edition, by the way. Now this is my desk setup. This is where I edit the vast majority of my videos, and it's the same computer and desk I've had for 10 years now. And on my desk are my keys, a GoPro for recording unboxing videos, my phone, which is the OnePlus Nord, and a 27-inch 4K display that is the Acer S277HK. You'll also see the Corsair K70 Rapidfire and M65 Pro mouse, along with a pair of Corsair wireless headphones. And below that is my PC. This is the same PC with literally the same parts I've had for the past 10 years now. And although it cost me an arm and a leg to build at the time, it really brought me longevity. And while I can't play modern games on it anymore, I could certainly still use it for editing, browsing, and just about anything else. I do plan to do a retrospective on this PC later this year. Now next to that is a cubby space, which houses a few things I just don't have anywhere else to put at the moment. And you'll see a couple of vinyls here, along with a brand new Audio-Technica record player. And on the left, you'll also see that I have a few games which I need to get rid of. These are games I just have duplicate copies of on different systems and just simply need to sell. Opposite that cubby space is yet another cubby space, and there's not much in here besides a laptop travel bag, a few self-help books which I've acquired across my professional career, but in front of that you'll see a Dyson AM07 tower fan, which I bought refurbished over a decade ago, and it still works perfectly fine to this day. And next to that, you'll see my TV setup. This is primarily where I play old 7th and 8th gen games. This is the Sony A9S 48-inch, along with older soundbar, a soundbar I repurposed for older gaming. And that is the Samsung FM55C. Below that, you'll see a wireless subwoofer along with another Xbox Series X and my Xbox 360e. You'll also notice the latest books from Liam Wong and Hideo Kojima. Standing tall next to that is my bookcase. This is in the background of nearly all of my vlogs, including this very one. And on top of it houses my Nathan Drake statue from the Uncharted 4 Collector's Edition. I've wrapped around the ring from the Uncharted 3 Collector's Edition on him as well. And you'll see my one and only pop figurine, the Target Dog Bullseye, and a statue from the Deus Ex Mankind Divided Collector's Edition standing in front of a candle. Below that is my Collector's Edition statue from Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and sitting across from that is my mini consoles, the NES and SNES classics, as well as the Sega Genesis and PlayStation classics as well. Going down further, you will see a few things I picked up from E3. I got a Nuka-Cola bottled and the Alan Wake 2 thermos, as well as my PlayStation Vita and a couple of my PS Vita games as well. And next shelf over is my Collector's Edition statue of Geralt from The Witcher 3, along with a Skyrim-inspired soda I also got from the Bethesda E3 2016 conference. Next level down, we see the most expensive piece in my room. This is the Last of Us post-pandemic statue, along with an art book next to it. And next over is my Toys R Us exclusive Gold and Nintendo 64, along with a few of my PSP games and the remaining N64 games from my childhood. And second from last level here, we have all of my art books along with my strategy guides, and this is sitting next to my screen cleaner, and behind it, my Rode NT USB Plus microphone, which I'm using right now. Over here is the Columbia statue inspired from BioShock Infinite. I unboxed this statue many years ago on this channel and still have it. And on the bottom here, we have my laptop, the Surface 4, a pair of flip-flops, and some extra boxes here, such as my phone, my PSP, my Vita, Switch, and other accessories. Now the closet is where I house most of the stuff I think many of you will probably be interested in. And up top here is basically boxes for console stands, accessories, and the consoles themselves. Many of this stuff will get sold later this year, and I'm planning on getting rid of just a lot of excess. And I like to condense this down to just having, newer, well-kept consoles instead of having just about every version of everything I ever had for no other reason in particular. Next to my clothes here are a few older things, mostly boxes to my collector's editions, along with my old PC and monitor, the Asus VG248QE, and you'll also see some of my old 6th gen games, which are stored in the tote there on the bottom. And then next to that are some of my physical games. This is basically the vast majority of my 7th and 8th gen games I have, with a few Xbox Series X games at the bottom. I do plan on doing a collection update sometime in the future. Now touching on the artwork when you enter the room right here, this is my signed lithograph for Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I have this framed and it has signatures for the director and the producer of the games itself. Over my bed is a wonderful gift from my good friend Dean, and this is a wooden cutout of Call of Duty World at War. The quality of it is just great. And over above my window here is an epoxy wood carving of my logo and YouTube name, which was a wonderful gift from my boyfriend, Jacob. All right, so that was it. That was my humbling room tour, I guess. Like I said, very, non-extravagant, nothing particularly special here, but I figured it'd be interesting to get this out because it's been so long since I've last did a room tour and setup update. And yeah, I guess, there'll be more of these in the future as I progress through my life, of course. And, I'm sure the environment's going to change quite drastically very soon. So, all right, I'll catch you with you guys later. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I appreciate you guys being here, and we'll talk later. Thank you very much.